Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are back again with another deck profile. Today I'm going to show off my Sacred Beast deck. Now, this deck, let's say, has been popping off lately, quite a bit, because they're all retrains of the OG, Hamon, Raviel, and Uria from, GX. I'm a big fan, always been a big GX fan. GX is my favorite show from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, to be honest. I think it's better than Duel, the original, and 5Ds and Zexal and stuff. Close, because, 5Ds is just an amazing show as well, but GX is just, GX is GX. GX has Jade and it has Yubel, which, piloted Sacred Beasts. So yeah, let's get straight on into it. For the main deck, we're playing, of course, the standard 3 Hamon. I don't know, do I need to explain these cards? Sure, I'll explain these cards. So yeah, cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned by the effects of a Sacred Beast card. So this is with all of them. I'm not gonna repeat that part. You can reveal this card in your hand, add one Sacred Beast spell from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. So they all have the same effect that, you can reveal it, you search something, and you discard a card. So very simple. You can only use once per turn, of course, and then once per turn, if a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can activate this effect. You take no damage this turn. So again, these retrains truly are busted. Like, absolutely busted. These retrains surely are busted. 3 Raviel. Raviel, same thing, but you can reveal one discard in your hand, then add one Sacred Beast monster from your deck to your hand, except Raviel, of course. So, same thing. Then once per turn, quick effect again. You can tribute 2 other Sacred Beast monsters and destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack for each card destroyed. Raviel is insane. I saw this at the last the World Championship qualifier, where this was, in action, let's say, and it truly is insane. The retrains are busted. And then I do play one Uria. In my opinion, you are not playing a Sacred Beast deck if you don't play Uria, at least one Uria. Then you're not playing a Sacred Beast deck. Simple. So, same thing, reveal this card in your hand. You can add one Sacred Beast trap from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. So, again, once per turn, quick effect. You can target one spell and trap on the field, destroy it. Neither player can activate cards or effect in response to this effect activation, so you cannot negate it. So that is amazing. Plus, as well, gains 1,000 attack and defense for each trap in the graveyards. This is a thing that a lot of people forget. It says in the graveyards. So if you are playing against a Labyrinth deck, let's say, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of attack and defense. Then we are playing 2 Summoners. I think 2 is needed. One is, I don't know. I tested it out with one, but if it gets banished and if it just gets messed with, let's say, in your plays, you really need your second copy, to be honest. Again, you can reveal this card in your hand, then discard one card. If you do, special summon one Sacred Beast monster from your hand in defense position except the level 8. So it cannot summon itself. Usually you're summoning your Martyr or, one of your other Sacred Beasts. You can discard one card. Special summon one Sacred Beast monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position as well, except the level 8. Or the discarded card. So you cannot, chain link with the discarded card, which is funny. And then as well, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Sacred Beast monster from your graveyard, except the level 8. Summoner has 3 insane effects. Wherever you use Summoner in your hand, field, or graveyard, it has an insane effect. Simple as that. Then, of course, we're playing 3 Martyrs, because you need 3 Martyrs. If this card is normal or special summon, you can place one Sacred Beast field spell or one Sacred Beast continuous spell or trap from your deck face up on your field. If you control another Sacred Beast monster, you can special summon 2. So the other 2 Martyrs from your hand, deck, and or graveyards. So again, that's why you play 2 summoners. You don't want these cards to be banished. Very simple. If they get banished, if one of these get banished, you cannot activate that effect because it is mandatory. I mean, to special summon 2. It doesn't say special summon up to 2. It says you can special summon 2. It is not a mandatory effect to activate because you can, but if you want to do the special summon, you need 2. So if one gets banished, no buenos. During your opponent's end phase, if you have this card and a level 10 Sacred Beast monster in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. So again, it recycles so good. Now for the... yeah. Yeah. Let's quickly go over that, right? We're playing 3 Ghost Bell, 3 Ghost Bell, 3 Ash, and 2 Trolls. That's it for the monsters. I think, yeah, you all saw the cards. I think that's enough. For the spells, we're playing, of course, the 3 Sacred Beasts released. This card is, I think I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, this card is insane. You can add 3 Sacred Beast monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, then discard 2 cards. That's already insane. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, right? Add 1 level 10 Pyro, Thunder, or Fiend monster that cannot be normal summoned or set from your deck to your hand. So it's this card just helps the deck so much. It's not even funny how good this card is. Wow, that is dark. But yeah, it's a very good card, let's say. Next up, Thunderclap at 3, of course, because again, this is your combo. You set up Thunderclap, set them up 3, you get your field, and you are Gucci. So, Sacred Beast Thunderclap is your continuous spell. During your main phase, you can place, again, 2 Sacred Beast Thunderclap from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. So again, if it gets banished, this is a big problemo, no bueno. Face up on your field, then you can reveal 1 level 10 Sacred Beast monster in your hand, place 1 Fall of Paradise of the Sacred Beast from your deck, face up in your field zone. So again, you don't want these cards to get banished. Absolutely not. Banishing stuff is the kryptonite of this deck, let's say. So please don't banish my cards. So during your opponent's end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can add this to your hand. Again, like Martyr, it recycles constantly. Then 2 Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise is your new broken field spell, let's say. Up to thrice per turn. How they word it is just amazing. Up to thrice per turn. During your main phase, you can send 3 other cards of the same type, monster, spell, trap, from your hand and or face up field to the graveyard. Then you can special summon 1 Sacred Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, or banishment. So this is the only card that can help you summon from banishment, which is please don't banish this card. Please just, this deck is not strong, just kidding. So yeah, if you do, it is unaffected by your opponent's activated spell and trap effects. If you control a Sacred Beast monster whose original level is 10, you can draw 2 cards as well. So it is a free Pot of Greed as well if you have Hamon, Raviel, or Uria on the field, which, again, it is nutty. How you recycle in this deck, how you draw, you have so much draw, search power, you have so much recycle power, and it just works. As Todd Howard always says, it just works. 3 Card of the Soul, because, yeah. This card is legit a 1-card starter. You look at your deck. If you do, you can add 1 monster from your deck to your hand whose sum of attack and defense, so the total attack and defense equals your life points. So if you haven't gotten any damage yet, if you start off with this card in your hand, you are Gucci 100%. And then I play 3 Pair Bear Scares. So with the amount of hand traps I play, I thought playing Pair Bear Scare as a board breaker is a very good idea. Pair Bear Scare truly is, it's one of my new favorite cards. Absolutely. It is a busted card. A lot of people still don't see this one coming. A lot of people still don't play this card, which I don't know why. It is a Fallen of the Virtuous. It is a semi-Fallen of the Virtuous, let's say, right? So your opponent can reveal 1 Pair Bear Scare in their hand or deck. If they do, each player gains 2,000 life points. So usually that won't be the case. If they do not, you can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. So it is a non-targeted destroy, by the way. Super. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add this card to your opponent's hand, right? So you use it, you give it to your opponent. Your opponent can use it. That's no problem because you play 3 copies. So there you go. You get 2,000 life points back. There you go. So you can only use this effect of Pair Bear Scare once per duel. So, and only activate 1 per turn. So again, please trust me. Please try this card out. This card is, it puts in some work. That's it for the spells though. On to the traps. We're playing 1 Sacred Beast Combine Assault. So this is your only, in my opinion, good trap you should be playing. You could play the continuous trap, the new continuous trap as well for the 3 tributes with your field, but in my opinion, you don't need it. Again, if one of your thunderclaps or something gets banished, that's another situation. But just to keep the deck as tight as possible, I don't play the continuous trap, but you could. It is an option. So Combined Assault, special summon 1 Sacred Beast monster from your hand or graveyard in defense. Then, if you control 2 or more Sacred Beast monsters whose original level are 10, you can negate the effects of 1 face-up card your opponent controls. So face-up card, so meaning you can also negate their fields, negate their continuous, whatever. If you do destroy it, you can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon 1 Phantasm fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field. So this is usually how you get to your chaotic, phantasmal chaotic Sacred Beast, or however its name is, because we don't have the correct naming here in Europe yet. And then 3 imperms. So again, it is a big, well, not big, but is a big enough hand trap lineup, let's say, to be relevant enough. With the Pair Bear Scares added, it really gives it another layer of disruption. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we are playing, of course, the one misprint. So one of the Chaotic Sacred Beasts. Sadly, you know, the European printers, I don't know what's happening, but they are making so many mistakes lately. It's not even funny. But yeah, this one needs a name change. So it requires 3 level 10 monsters that cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard. You can only special summon blah 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 once per turn this way, no matter which method you use, so that's also important. The first 2 times, which is also funny, this card on the field would be destroyed by card effects. Each turn it is not destroyed, so super bueno, double protection. And then once per chain, here comes it again, up to thrice per turn. Quick effect. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effect until the end of the turn. Then you can gain life points equal to half that monster's attack. Why they added that part even, I have no idea. You really don't need it, but fine. Then we're playing, of course, 2 Colossus because, yeah, you know, if you're playing, you know, if you're playing floodgatey monsters in the main deck, why not play floodgate monsters in the extra deck, right? So also, this art is quite nice, to be honest. I really love it that they are just, all 3 of them are just, there you go. But yeah, why not play more floodgates? I don't think I need to explain what Colossus does. Then we are, of course, playing the most obnoxious package of all time, probably. We're playing 1 Zena, 1 Quartet, 1 Firewall, and 1 Protect Codes, together with 1 Cross Sheep and 1 Anima. So, yeah. This package gets you into your lock in your, you know, the cards I showed you briefly in the main deck. Let's say you can get a Christia lock and you can get a spell canceller lock very, very easily. You go Anima, you go Cross Sheep, you go Protect Code. You know, you summon your Colossus under your Cross Sheep. You get your 3rd body. You go into Protect Codes. Then, of course, you go into your Firewall. Your Protect Codes will then banish your Cross Sheep and your Anima to summon itself back on the field. You use your Firewall and a card in your hand to make Zena. Then Zena effect will ditch your Spell Canceller or your Christia to the graveyard. Then you will make Quartet with Zena and Protect Code under it. And Quartet will summon then either Firewall or Zena with a Spell Canceller or Christia. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. And then, of course, we play 1 SP to round out the links. Then I play a couple of weird cards, let's say. The extra deck is quite free, just to make, you know, just to make it clear. The extra deck is quite free. You can play Super Poly if you want. I didn't feel like playing Super Poly in this deck. Very simple. Super Polys are also getting quite expensive nowadays, and Super Poly targets are also getting quite expensive. So I decided to go for a rank 10 place in this deck. Mercurium can come up in handy. Gustav is always Gustav. And Gustav Rocket can also do some funny things. Then I do play 1 Dora and 1 Liebe as well. Now, Dora can come in handy. I've had some games where Dora won me a game. Because Dora says, once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Target one face-up monster on the field. Target is unaffected by card effects except its own effect. So, you know, you can protect your play. If you want to go in for a game, if you want to just swing in for a game or something, you don't want anything interrupting it. You can just go whatever, you know what I mean? You can go Chaotic Beast, you can swing. With Liba, you can also, you know, even swing harder with Liba, so you can make Liba a 6,000 beater, so why not? That's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck, because as usual, I do have a side deck. I play 3 Raigekis because, A, it's Slifer. 3 Lightning Storms, 1 Duster, 2 Trust, 2 Trust with yeah, different arts. Funny. This is just again for going second, and I do play 3 Strike and 3 Strike. Yeah, Witch's Strike is one of my pet peeve cards. Let's say I really love playing Witch's Strike. That's it for the deck profile. As usual, the sleeves for this deck I have chosen for a ruby and a ivory. I think these really are pretty together. Ruby and ivory. Yeah, these are the... Oh, not ruby. Sorry, crimson. These are not ruby. Crimson and ivory. Sorry. I didn't see the sparkles. I was like, yeah, these are the crimson sleeves. So these are like the basic red sleeves, which really fit the deck. And ivory. There are quite some reddish colors in the deck, to be honest. Not Hamon, but there are quite some reddish colors. And in the extra deck, I thought ivory was nice, to be honest. Yeah. So that's it for the deck. Then, of course, for the scores out of 10. For the fun, I would score this a 9.5. It is a super fun deck to play. Once you get, you know, your lines going, once you get your combos going, you get your board set up, you get your field card, you have your martyr in your grave, you have, you know, your thunderclap ready and to recycle and stuff. It's a fun time. The extra deck you can make as fun as you want. Of course, you are going to play those locks if you want to win games. Let's say most of the time you're gonna want to play those locks. So it's a 9.5 for fun. For looks, it is an 8. It is not one of my most favorite, you know, aesthetic-wise looking decks. You know, Martyr is not a very pretty card. The retrains are cool, but I love the original look of Hamon, Raviel, and Yuria more, let's say, than the retrains. They are cool, though. They are cool. So an 8 out of 10. And then for favorite, an 8.5 out of 10. It's a fan favorite. You know, it's a retrain of one of my fan favorite archetypes, let's say. So yeah, so which brings it a total at 26 out of 30 points. It is a super fun deck. It is a competitive deck now. You know, you can even play it with Unchained. You can play it with Ubel if you want. Whatever you want. You can make this deck however you want, but I think this pure version with the nice cards in the main deck and in the extra deck, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's it for the Sacred Beast deck profile. Hope you liked it. It is a super strong deck nowadays. It had preformed. It has already preformed on quite some levels. It has preformed mostly on the local level, of course, and on the, you know, World Championship qualifier. I've seen a couple of Sacred Beast decks do pretty good. So yeah, it's a super fun deck for sure. Also, as well, it is a cheap deck. It is not a expensive deck. Yeah, the only I think the extra deck is most expensive, I think, from the whole deck. Unless, of course, you're playing Super Poly and Super Poly targets, then you can make this deck as expensive as you want, of course. But if you want to keep it budget, I think this is one of your best options to keep it budget. Very fun. Try it out if you haven't already. You probably have, because it's a very good deck nowadays, and it's quite relevantly, it's new, it's still fresh. I'm still waiting on the reprint here in Europe for that I can switch this one out. But yeah, that's it. I hope you liked the deck profile. We hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching, of course, as always. And adios, amigos.